He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Okay guys, I have to tell you something. So in Alan Wake 1, every chapter there's a song, and I'm pretty sure those are copyrighted, just like this Alan Wake Part 2. But damn, the songs are pretty good. The songs are so fire, and I really recommend listening it on YouTube, searching up the songs of Alan Wake 2. And as you may have noticed, I skipped the music part of the end of the chapter because I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Man, I must tell you guys, the songs are so good in this game. If only I can share it with you guys, but you have to search it for yourself.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting
Oh
on.
yeah,
He
Quantum
seemed
Break is
anxious, like
a
he
part
dreaded
of the
what was
lore,
coming.
the universe.
One more mystery.
Notice how his name is Sheriff Breaker because he is the protagonist in the Quantum Break game. So basically, he is a part of this universe, just like Jesse Fade from the game Control. All these games are in the same universe.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Sheriff Breaker is most likely not dead because he's pretty badass in Quantum Break. So I bet he still have his powers. That dude has supernatural ability just like
Must be
Jesse
locked from
Fade
the other side.
from the game Control.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Where did Nightingale go? Saga had to pursue Nightingale.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go back to
The
Cauldron Lake.
page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Healing item.
Right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof?
Pretty hard to believe, huh?
Magic's not real.
Monsters aren't real. Magic's definitely
I need bolt cutters.
Well, where do we find one then?
They're a fine pair.
What? Are you looking at my butt? Whenever I see green ammo boxes, I always think about shotgun shells. I'm not sure if this is because of my years of experience in gaming, but it automatically registered to my brain when red ammo boxes, they are considered as handgun ammos, and for green ammo boxes, they are shotguns.
I want out. Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Merced won't roll over on the issues. Found. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Okay, let's get back to the car. Looks like we're going back to the forest again.
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Is this our car? Yes.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Return to the heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Must be really interesting to be an FBI agent or a detective.
Hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
I mean,
A
this
lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
yeah,
I
because
don't
the
want to
dude
feel
has
like Nightingale was
superpowers.
responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Double triangles.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, regarding on what I was talking about earlier, Sheriff Breaker has superpowers in the Quantum Break game, so I'm pretty sure he's handling himself just fine. It's pretty hard to see the footprints. Right here? No. He went through here.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Oh, jeez.
Something.
That scared the shit out of me.
Presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Yeah, we already saw this. Oh, this
What is
tree
that?
again.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Okay, let's go back to the witch's hut. The witch's hut is right over here. I remember it clearly. Should be right here. Should be right here. We can climb through here.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Pretty lit.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Where do we find one? Oh, there it
Fuse
is.
Busted.
Ah, never mind. Oh, there it is.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Oh. Oh, coffee thermos. This is like, oh, so now it is a save station. Well, back in Alan Wake Part 1,
Another page.
this used to
Making
the
progress.
the coffee thermos used to be collectible items, but now it's a save
The
station.
image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Okay.
Shouldn't spend time on old questions.
Bright light provides protection.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
What? Isn't the heart in the morgue? Give ritual. Give witch heart. Recite words. Witch's ladle sign. Where is the heart? Words eligible. Wait. Are we supposed to go back to the morgue?